by mistake and you have a complaint, you can contact the Nevada State Contractors Board. We have an office here in Southern Nevada, 702-486-1100, and an office in Northern Nevada, 775-688-1141. And the Nevada State Contractors Board investigates every complaint against both licensed and unlicensed contractors. The way we handle complaints against unlicensed contractors is you, the homeowner, will contact us and file a formal complaint. We will contact you to obtain all the related documents pertaining to your project. That's why it's important to keep everything in a folder, so if anything does happen and you need to file a complaint, you know where to find all the documents, such as the contract, signed checks, phone numbers, etc. We will identify the contractor and then issue that contractor a citation. Now this is for unlicensed contractors. If the contractor doesn't accept the citation, the charges are filed with the district attorney. Warrants are then issued, the contractor is located, and arrested by law enforcement. Now the contractor will go to court, and it's in the court's hands in terms of what happens to that unlicensed contractor. Because remember, it's a crime. So the court can make the decision whether to fine the unlicensed contractor, order the unlicensed contractor to pay restitution, or investigative costs. So it's no longer in our hands, it's in the court's hands in terms of what happens to that unlicensed contractor, because it is a crime. Now the way we handle complaints against licensed contractors is, again, you, the homeowner, will file a formal complaint with us. Like I said, we'll obtain all the related documents pertaining to your project, and then you will be notified within 30 days from the time that you file a complaint. And what will happen is, we will have one of our investigators meet with the contractor at your home. The role of our investigators is basically to mediate the problem. We try to resolve the issue between you, the homeowner, and the contractor. And we try to do our best to resolve it so both parties are happy. Now, if the contractor, or if the investigator validates your complaint, then the contractor is issued what's called a notice to correct. So the investigator could validate or invalidate your complaint. But if the investigator determines that your complaint is indeed valid, then the investigator will issue that notice to correct. And generally, the contractor is given between 20 to 30 days to correct that substandard work. Now that is if the complaint, again, is valid. If the condition is fixed, the case is closed. If the condition is not fixed, then the case goes to what we call a disciplinary hearing. And the way that works is we have our attorneys, the contractor may have his or her attorneys, we have our witnesses, the contractor may have his or her witnesses, one of our board members acts as a hearing officer, which is like a judge, to determine what happens to that licensed contractor. Now we have a lot of control over these licensed contractors. And most contractors will not want to get to this point, because this point is a crucial point for that licensed contractor, because it means that they may lose their license. And all these contractors have worked hard to obtain their license, so they do not want to get to this point. But if they do, that's how it works. That's the setting. Now, the board can also make the decision whether, like I said, revoke the license. They can order the licensee to correct the condition or fine the licensee. They can order the licensee to hire and pay another licensee to perform the corrective work. But again, we have a lot more control, like I said, over these licensed contractors. And they want to hold on to their license, so they don't want to get to this point. But if they do, the board can revoke their license and do many other things, as I just stated. Residential Recovery Fund, if they've made that decision. So the whole idea of this PowerPoint presentation is to help build awareness about unlicensed contractors. Many people have been victims of unlicensed contractors. They've lost a lot of money, and it's caused a lot of harm and damage. So we're trying to build awareness. We're trying to educate homeowners so that they're aware of their rights when working with contractors, so that they don't have to become another victim of an unlicensed contractor. Now, as part of this awareness campaign, we have these Homeowners Beware posters. These have been displayed in several recreation centers, senior centers, several businesses, anywhere where there's a lot of foot traffic. So if you're interested in displaying one of these posters in your businesses or in your clubhouses, you're more than welcome to contact me. My business card is attached to those handouts that you picked up. You can contact me and obtain as many as you'd like free of charge to help build awareness about unlicensed contractors. Another thing that we have is these Homeowners Beware door hangers. Now, as we talked earlier about unlicensed contractors, they try to go throughout neighborhoods, knock on door to door, hang their door hangers to try to solicit business. Well, we came up with our own Homeowners Beware door hanger. So if you're interested, you can request as many as you'd like of these door hangers, free of charge, and distribute these door hangers throughout your neighborhoods to help build awareness, because it is indeed a big problem. And as I said earlier, it's a bigger problem with senior citizens because they tend to be more trusting and they're more vulnerable. So again, it's all about awareness and education and knowing of your rights when working with contractors. Now, do you have any questions? Why didn't we present this a year or two ago? Well, we've been giving these presentations for quite some time, and we give them to various groups, realty groups, senior groups. It's all about contacting us to schedule a time to give these presentations to help build awareness and give this information out to people, because a lot of people don't even know that we exist. A lot of people don't know that they have recourse if they've been damaged by a contractor. So we schedule these presentations, we give them to various groups. So if you know of any groups, please contact me, and I would be happy to schedule a presentation.